We are recording this meeting. So if you get kicked out or anything happens or another family member reaches out to you about not being able to attend this meeting, it is being recorded and it will be posted on our school website, hopefully later this evening, if not definitely by tomorrow morning. So we are recording. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Welcome back from myself, the Harper staff, and my Dr. Monel Bitmoji. I think he looks quite dapper, if I must say so myself. We do have some information we want to share with you guys that the district has prepared for families. So first, please make sure you mute your microphones. Again, this meeting is being recorded and will be placed on the website. If you have any questions or answers that we are not able to, if any questions that we are not able to answer during this presentation, I will be doing a Q&A session at 3 p.m. So if you want to, you can come back at that time and take part in the Q&A with me. Our chat feature is not on at the moment, so you can either come back at 3 p.m. for that live Q&A session, or you can send your questions to questionswrh@gmail.com. Again, that's questionswrh@gmail.com, and we will respond to your questions within 48 hours. So for our new families, welcome. I definitely want to give you guys some quick information about myself. My name is Dr. Monel. I am the proud principal of this magical school, William Rainey Harper, where magical things happen every day and we do things differently. Some quick information about me. I was born and raised on St. Croix, located in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So I am an island man at heart. I do prefer it to be a little bit hot. If you ever come to my office, typically my heater is on, even in the summer, but I do turn it off so I don't have to like make people sweat. And you were wondering how I got to Cleveland. I moved to Georgia to finish high school, graduated from college there, and that is where my teaching career took place. And most of my experiences with middle and high school. And then I took a huge leap of faith, moving to Cleveland all by myself, did not know anybody here, and moved to a state where there is negative 15-degree weather during winter, and I am used to going to the beach on Christmas Day. So it was a very drastic change for me, but I have loved being here, and I am so pleased to be the principal. I moved here as an assistant principal in another elementary school, and I've been the principal here at William Rainey Harper for 3 amazing years, and looking forward to continuing that journey with our amazing team, and that includes all of our scholars and families. So that is a little bit of information about me. And I know you guys are not here to just hear or about me, even though I do look pretty dapper. You know, you see this blazer? This is cute. And then you see this here? I mean, it's nice. But I know you are here to see your teachers and to learn more information. So we will now do staff introductions, and we will start with our 3rd grade teacher, Miss Goss.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to see as many of you as I can on my screen. I am Mrs. Goss. I am the 3rd grade teacher for those of you who don't know who I am. I'm looking forward to working with you this year.
Thank you, Ms. Goss. And we have our 4th grade teacher, Miss Crow.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Crow. I'm actually able to be in my classroom today, so I'm super excited about it. But this is now my 3rd year here at William Rainey Harper, so we've been here since the beginning, and I'm really looking forward to working with the upcoming 4th graders this year. So hi guys.
Thank you, Miss Crow. Our 5th grade team, we will start with Miss Breyer.
Miss Breyer, and I am so excited that I get to stay with most of the kids that I met last year, and I'll be teaching 5th grade, but still math and science. So woohoo, let's go.
Thank you, Miss Breyer. And our addition to the 5th grade, our new team member, Mr. Mobley.
Hi families, I am Mr. Mobley. I am teaching 5th grade. This will be my 10th year teaching and my second my second in Cleveland. So I'm totally looking forward to it. And just a shout out for Ms. Breyer and what a great teammate she's been so far.
Oh, look at them already bonding. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, 5th grade team. For our 3 to 5 ED families, that will be led by Mr. Vereshby.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Vereshby here. This is my 2nd year at William Rainey Harper and my 21st year in education. Met a lot of you last year. I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone again and moving forward with some of the new kids I have this year.
Thank you, Mr. Vareshby, and helping him make the learning magic take place in that class, Miss Yannick.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be with the William Rainey Harper team, and I've been with the district for 4 years, and I have been working as a paraprofessional for the last 11 years. So I'm very happy to be part of this wonderful team. Thank you.
Thank you. And for our engaging encore team, I do love a good alliteration. We will start with Mr. Chase, who's our music teacher.
Hey everybody, it's me. Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Didn't mean to interrupt you. But hey everybody, I'm Mr. Chase. I'm your music teacher. I'm excited to make all of your homes a lot more noisy than they previously were. And for fifth graders, I do want to let you know, yeah, we're virtual, but I still will be holding choir. I still will be doing, and this year I'm going to add theater. We're going to do a one-act play on Zoom. So, yep, I'm going to thing, so don't worry, it's not going anywhere. I'll give you some information about that, but you know, this meeting isn't about me, so I'll move on to the next person. Can't wait to see you guys all again in person, get to talk and learn and do the whole thing. I miss you.
Thank you, Mr. Chase. It looks like the meeting should be about you. The shades, the hat, the headphones, you being on the beach. I am jealous. Let's switch positions.
Well.
And we also have on the encore team, Mr. Johnson, our PE teacher.
Hey, everybody. Good to see all you again. And for those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Mr. Johnson. I'm the PE teacher, and I can't wait to get working with you guys. Other people told you how long they've been working as a teacher. I've been a teacher for 10 years, and I've been at Harper since it opened 3 years ago.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. We have none other than our Spanish teacher, Senora Cotto.
Hola, chicos. Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Cotto. I'm going to be your Spanish teacher. I've been teaching with the district 11 years, and at William Rainey Harper, I've been blessed to be there 2 years, so this will be my second year. I'm looking forward to see you guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. And we also have our media teacher who works in our library, what we call the Reading Nook, Miss Whedon.
Good afternoon. I'm Miss Whedon. I live in the Reading Nook when we're at school, but I'm looking forward to reading with you all virtually. See you next week.
Thank you. And new addition to the team as our building substitute teacher, and she'll be popping into all of the classes. You guys will be getting to know her. We have Miss Silva.
Hello, everybody. As Dr. Monell said, I'll be the building substitute teacher, so I'll be helping where needed and stepping in if hopefully not a teacher is out sick when we are back at school. I've been a sub for 10 years, and I also had children in Cleveland schools for 15. So I know both sides as staff teacher and as parent.
Thank you, Miss Silva. We also have with us Miss Jensen, who will be coming. She will be our Ohio Guidestone counselor this year. Miss Jensen.
Hi, Harper students and families. I'm so excited to be working with you. This is my first year at Harper, but my 12th year working in mental health. And I'm excited to be providing emotional and behavioral support to students this year. Thank you.
Thank you. And we also have on the call Miss Tuggle, who is our Zen Den leader. So in other schools, it's called the Planning Center, but at Harper, we do things differently. So we call it the Zen Den, and we're gonna have her introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm just glad I'm off mute. Welcome back to a new school year. We're starting off virtually. I'm Lakeisha Tuggle. This is year 21 for me. I'm in the Planning Center, and I can't wait to work with your scholars.
You're in the what, Miss Tuggle?
Zen Den. It
There
sounded
we
like Planning
go.
Center. Zen Den.
And we're going to make sure we work on having the Zen Den virtually available for our scholars. And Miss Tuggle is great with social and emotional learning, which is called SEL. So she's going to be a great resource for our families and our scholars. And I want to make sure I am not missing anyone. And because I know I'm not, because I have the names written down, last but certainly not least, as far as with this part of the introduction, we have our Model E teacher slash IB coordinator, Miss Greg Scott.
Hi, everybody. This is my second year at William Rainey Harper, and I'm going into my 13th year in education. And we are working towards getting IB authorized, and hopefully that's going to happen this year. So be looking for those IB units in your children's classrooms.
And to our new families, Harper is on the road to become an IB school, an international baccalaureate school. And what that means is that we are working towards having a school where, not working towards, we're doing it right now, we're a school where the kids are learning on a more global aspect, not just what's happening here in your neighborhoods or in the state, but just a more global impact, learning more about like being caring, being a risk taker, taking all kinds of different chances, exploring, not being afraid to ask questions. So Ms. Greg Scott is going to be guiding us on that journey. So we are very happy to have her here with us. We are currently an IB candidacy school, and we're hoping to become authorized this year, and that would make us a full-blown IB world school. So thank you, Ms. Greg Scott. And because I'm human and I make mistakes, I did forget someone. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. Ms. Conrad, if you would also introduce yourself. She is going to be our 3 to 5 intervention specialist.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mrs. Conrad, and I will be working with grades 3, 4, and 5 with students that have an individualized IEP. So my first year at Harper, and I'm so excited to join the team.
Thank you, Ms. Conrad. Again, I apologize. I owe you breakfast one morning. So thank you all so much for the introduction. And something else I wanted, we still have one more person to introduce, but I had to say a little bit before. So if you guys heard over the summer, Harper was selected to be in the second cohort for Say Yes Cleveland. And if you've heard about that, it's a great initiative where if you attend a Cleveland high school, public high school, all 4 years, you will then you can get your college paid for if you attend a public university in Ohio, which is amazing. That is an amazing thing for our scholars. That's for high school. If you're asking, well, Dr. Manel, how does that benefit my 3rd, 4th, or 5th grader? They're years away from high school. So how does that benefit us being a Say Yes school? There is a lot of benefits for our elementary school, and Miss Hanlon is going to be working with us this year as our Say Yes Family Support Specialist. So I'm going to have her introduce herself and share some information about Say Yes Cleveland.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am so excited to be here with you all. Like Dr. Manel said, yes, I am the new Family Support Specialist at William Rainey Harper this year. I am brand new to the building and so excited to be here. So Dr. Manel, if you want to go ahead to the slide, I can start giving you guys just a little bit of information on Say Yes Cleveland. So Say Yes Cleveland is the organization that I work for, and they partnered with the CMSD schools last year. So there are 2 big things that Say Yes Cleveland is providing to the scholars and families at CMSD. The first of those things are family support services. So that can encompass a large number of things, but some examples for that would be linking families to resources such as free legal services, food access, summer and after school programming, and mental health services. The second big thing that Say Yes Cleveland does for the scholars and families is to provide scholarships upon graduation. So Say Yes Cleveland provides scholarships to cover the cost of college or post-secondary tuition for eligible scholars, and there are 2 eligibility requirements for that. So the first is that students must continuously reside in the city of Cleveland or other areas served by CMSD from 9th grade all the way up through graduation, and to be continuously enrolled in any CMSD or partner charter high school from 9th grade through graduation. So those are the 2 big eligibility requirements for that. And starting off in a pre-K through 5 building, again, a big part of my role is going to be providing support services to families. I know this is a time filled with uncertainty and additional stress, so I want to be here to support you all in any way that I can. If you have any more questions about Say Yes Cleveland as an organization or any questions for me, my contact information is listed at the bottom of the slide, my email and phone number, and you are more than welcome to reach out to me by either of those things at any time. And I look forward to getting to know you and your children this year.
So thank you, Ms. Hanlon. We welcome you to the team, and we are excited to be a part of the Say Yes Cleveland movement. So again, that's a great partnership for Harper that we are looking forward to all of the benefits for our scholars. Before we move on to the presentation part of what I need to share with families, I also want to make you guys all aware. I know a big question may be who's going to be my child's teacher this year. So we need all of our families, and most of you should have already been on this app from last year. But if you're a new family, we are asking that you please download the Class Dojo app. That's Class Dojo, D-O-J-O. And from that app, you will either get an email or text invitation from your child's current teacher. So once you get that invitation, that is how you're going to know who your child's teacher is for this year. Obviously, we can't do our normal back to school events where we have a roster posted in the building, and we're not going to put that online for privacy reasons. So you download the Class Dojo app, and your child's teacher will send you an invitation. All teachers are working on that. All staff members are working on that. So I know that is a big question, but that is how you can find out who your child's homeroom teacher is. Okay, so now we're done with the presentation part, the introduction part. So now I will go through the information that we have to share. So our priorities here at Harper and in the district is to maintain health, safety, and the well-being of our scholars and staff. So here at Harper, nothing has changed as far as when it comes to like excellence in learning and teaching. We're going to make sure that happens. We are so happy to have our families back with us, and welcome to our new families. And we pride ourselves on being a school where we push excellence. And that's not going to change just because we're going virtual. You heard that from different teachers. Like, we're going to still make this exciting. And we just ask that we all are just understanding and graceful during this new normal of virtual learning. We're going to continue supporting our scholars, staff, families as we adopt new methods and rhythms for this learning and teaching online. It's different, it's scary, it's new, but you have an amazingly dedicated group of educators in this building. And wherever they are right now, Mr. Chase is on the beach somewhere. They're all working super hard to make sure that we provide you the best education that we can virtually. We also want to make sure that we continue partnering with resources and organizations that's going to benefit our families. For example, Say Yes. Also continue working with Ohio Guidestone. And then we also will continue our work with the Old Brooklyn community. The CEO has been sharing information throughout the summer in these last few months, and he did share the reopening plan for CMSD. If you have not gotten a chance to see that plan, their link is at the bottom, and this presentation will be shared on our school website as well. And remember, we are recording it, so it will be there also. So you can download the reopening plan there and see what he has shared with families. So as far as Harper, we are in this together. We are committed to maintaining health and the safety of our students. We will support our scholars and families as we adapt to new methods with this online learning, what that all looks like. We will be providing regular communication about your child's progress. How will we do that? We will be talking about what that looks like as far as a virtual learning platform that the district has selected for our school. And we will be continuing our partnership with different community organizations. Again, we are also going to be learning and navigating through this new normal together. So just know that we are here to support you. And this is going to be another journey of us together as a family. Here are some important numbers that you may want to write down. And again, if you don't have a pen or you can't write it down at the moment, it will be on our website. So there is a COVID-19 hotline if you have any questions or concerns around COVID-19. There's a rapid response hotline for social and emotional supports. The district wants to make sure that families know that we have hotline support for that as well. It is so important to make sure that we are okay socially and emotionally. This has been a very difficult time for families in so many ways. And especially for our little ones, at that age, you're used to being in school, running around with your friends, hanging out, playing games, and that has changed drastically for a lot of us. So if there's that support that needed, you have that hotline. And one thing I'm very proud of is at Harper, we are big in social and emotional learning as well. We have Miss Tuggle, who loves SEL and is great at it. We have Miss Hanlon, Miss Jensen, Miss Getty, our school psychologist, Miss Greg Scott, and all of our staff members, because we truly believe that if our scholars are not emotionally okay, then they can't learn to the best of their ability. If you have any IT questions, multilingual questions or concerns, school enrollment questions, I do want to say that we are full in kindergarten, first grade, and third grade. So if you know of any family members looking for a great school, please do recommend Harper. But we are full in kindergarten, first grade, and third grade. Any questions about family and community engagement, special ed, Project Act, or other district-related services, all of those will be provided on our website. Our school office hours are 8 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we do ask that you please call and make an appointment. We know usually families have like driven up or popped in or came here and there and asked questions, but we are trying our best to make sure we follow CDC guidelines, follow the district guidelines. So if you can please call and make an appointment prior to your visit so we can have everything prepared, we would greatly appreciate it. Our number is on our website, but I'll say if anybody wants to write it down, it's 216-838-3400. And all visitors will have to complete a COVID-19 health screening where you will have your temperature checked and you will have to maintain social distancing of 6 feet. All visitors must wear a mask. If you do not have a mask, one will be provided, but you will not be allowed into the building without a mask on. So you have to wear a mask. Technology distribution. I know this is another question that families may have. So we will be doing this on Thursday, September 3rd, and we're doing it in 2 shifts. So our first shift is 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and our second shift is 1 p.m. to 3 noon. So we're asking that everybody follow the times, and I'll give more information on that on the next slide. Families have been contacted. We've been doing this for a week now. If you have not received a call yet, we are still working through some of our call lists. So also, the family sends out a list of scholars that we are supposed to call. And if you don't get a call from us, that could possibly mean that you have a child or someone else in another school. So if you have a 3rd grader here, but a 10th grader at a high school, they may be on the 10th grade list for that school to call because we didn't want families to be getting calls from 2 or 3 or 4 different schools. So now if you only have one child in the district and they only go to Harper and you still haven't gotten a call from us, then that means that that child's name was left off of the district list that we received. So please send an email to us at questionswrh@gmail.com and we will make sure to reach out to you as well. So when it comes to our back to school distribution day on the 3rd, we will be combining 2 events. So we're going to be calling it The Greatest Show. And if you have not seen the movie The Greatest Showman, you should watch it. It's a great movie. But it's called The Greatest Show. So we want you guys to come see some of our staff members, get a little treat, smile. You know, we're still going to follow social distancing guidelines. We're going to stay in our vehicles, but it's just going to be a great, fun way to see everybody, come out and have a good time. But we're connecting it with our Tech Distribution Day. So if your child's last name ends in A to G, we ask that you come between 10 and 11. If their last name ends between H and M, we ask that you come between 11 and 12. If it ends between N and S, we ask that you come between 1 and 2. And if it ends between T and Z, we ask that you come between 2 and 3. So again, that's your child's last name. This information is also posted on our school website. So if you forget or you didn't get a chance to write it down, it is there as well. So we'll be doing that on Thursday. So school supplies, School supplies will be provided by the district. We are very happy to hear that they have purchased remote learning kits for our scholars and earbuds. Unfortunately, we have not received those yet. We were hoping that we would get them by Thursday so we can do this in one fell swoop. But if we don't, we will let families know when our school supply pickup will be. Scholars will also be receiving a music and art supply kit. So again, those are not here yet, but when we get them, we will let families know that so you can come and pick those up. Now, I mentioned like keeping you updated on your scholars' progress. The district has selected Schoology as our remote learning platform. So it's an integrated learning management solution which provides course management, mobile learning, and support for communication. It's a great resource because scholars can submit homework, assignments, review their grades, participate in interactive discussions, receive announcements and feedback, take tests, take part in academic blogs, and so much more. And it's a great way for us to also keep you updated on what's happening with them. So students and parents will be provided a username/password and or barcode and training on this learning platform. We have not been given the date and time of that yet. So unfortunately, I do not have that for you right now, but the district will be planning to do training for families. And once we find that out, we'll share that. But we also will work on some Harper sessions as well, because we want to make sure you understand the benefits and the uses of Schoology so you can support your child at home, because again, you are a vital part of their success. And we want to make sure that you are able to support them on their Schoology learning. Parents and students can access Schoology through Clever. If you don't know what that is, again, we'll have some sessions to help you guys learn that. But the kids should know that as well from school, so they should be able to just go ahead and show you what that is. They will be provided with a digital badge, which has a username or password or a barcode, like I mentioned, depending on their age. And then we will be providing any assistance. Now, if you run into issues at home with logging in or the username and password not working, we are just giving you the information that the district has given us. So unfortunately, I will not be able to fix that if the password or username is not working. So what you would need to do is then send an email to cmsd.integration@clevelandmetroschools.org. Again, this will be on our website, so if you don't have time to write it down, that's no problem. We'll be posting this, and they will be able to provide you any support when it comes to Schoology. Now, to break down the school day for families, our K-12 instructional day will be 8:30 to 3 p.m. So again, it's 8:30 to 3 p.m. So students will have a formal class schedule. The main difference, is going to be that school is going to be on Monday and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I will explain to you what Wednesday looks like. So on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be synchronous learning for up to 180 minutes per day. And synchronous learning means actually being physically or virtually on class with their teacher, like they're seeing their teacher, they're involved in some kind of virtual academic class. And there's gonna be 160 to 180 minutes of asynchronous learning, where they're working on homework or different projects or assignments that the teachers have given them to work on, or the staff members have given them to work on. So that's how that's going to be split. On Wednesday, that day is going to be our family engagement day for us, and it's going to be more asynchronous learning. So time to work on homework, assignments, projects, but we'll also be doing some tutoring. Harper will be using Wednesday as our intervention day. Our scholars, you know about the Harper Panther Pride Time. So we'll be having small groups on Wednesday where we're going to have kids who may need some support in different subject areas, or other kids who may need to be accelerated in certain areas. We're still going to do that. So look forward to that small group information coming out at a later time. And then we're also going to be using Wednesday for some really cool, fun ideas and activities. We're still working on how to make it all work. So once we have that information, we will share that with our families as well. So this is an important part of our journey with virtual learning, supporting your scholars learning from home. It is very, very, very important to get back to a routine. How many of us have been watching tons of Netflix and staying up late and staying in our pajamas all day and like going for walks and just, you kind of just been all over the place. I'm very much guilty of that. I am pretty sure Netflix has taken all of my money. If I had to pay for movies, pay per movie, I would have kept them afloat the entire time. I've watched so many movies, it's ridiculous. But I needed to get back to a routine. So I know close until the end of July, I started going back to bed at a set time, waking up at a set time. Even though I didn't have to go to work, I still got up early to get my body and mind back in that mindset. We're asking that our families do that at home as well. You know, getting used to a routine of going to bed on time, waking up at a certain time, grooming themselves, dressing for school. All of that is important. This is still school, and we are sending that message that it is still important. We do understand that it's going to be happening at home, but we still want our scholars to take it seriously. And with that being said, the district is not requiring uniforms for the first 9 weeks, but we are asking that scholars wear school appropriate clothing during remote learning. Here at Harper, we would love it for our scholars to wear their uniforms, their Harper logo shirts, or their navy blue or royal blue college shirt, but it's not a requirement. We would love if you do it, but if you don't, we ask that you do come to class dressed appropriately in an appropriate t-shirt, shorts, basketball shorts, khaki pants, whatever is appropriate for being on screen. We're not asking anybody to come into class with a goofy hat on or big glasses that glow in the dark or light up. None of those things. This is still school. We're still taking it seriously, and we want to make sure we respect what is happening virtually. So we're asking that everybody is dressed appropriately. We do ask that you create a schedule with your child and make a commitment to sticking with it. So once you get your child's schedule, and that also will be posted online, our teachers are creating a family-friendly schedule that we will post on our website. And you've heard me say go to our website a lot. Our goal here is to put as much information as we can on our website. So before you call, take a chance and look at our website, because pretty much a lot of the questions that you have may be able to be answered on on our website. So we'll be posting their schedule, and you can see when they're in ELA, when they're in PE, when they're in Spanish, when they're in music, when they're in math, and create a schedule of when they're done with school, they go do their homework during this time, or this is their asynchronous learning time, because it'll help prevent them from falling behind. And also, creating a visual schedule or calendar will be very helpful to making sure that our scholars are not missing deadlines or missing assignments. So when it comes to learning at home, we do need to understand that it's a very different space. Some of us will be learning from our bedroom, the basement, the kitchen, the living room, my siblings' room. It's all going to be all over the place, and we understand that. But what we ask is that you find a dedicated area free of distractions, noise, and clutter. This will help the scholar focus. So we're asking families if you can find a space where you can have their computer or table set up, so where if a family member or someone needs to walk by, we're not seeing that on camera. We know this is your home, and you may have to go to the kitchen to get something to eat. You may need to run upstairs to grab something. It's your home, we get that. So if you can just have their table set up so where we won't be seeing that during class, that'll be great, so we can minimize distractions during the virtual learning time. We do ask that it's a quiet space that is well lit. Again, it could be a dining room, living room, a corner, just somewhere where we can fit a small table and we can make it a classroom. I made mention of this earlier on about supporting your scholars' social, emotional wellness. It is very important that we check on our scholars, and we would love to partner with you on that. This is a hard time for kids. Again, they're stuck at home, they can't see their friends, and it's very different from what they're used to. And sometimes at that age, it's hard for them to deal with that. So if you see any excessive crying or irritation, any excessive worry or sadness, unhealthy eating habits or sleeping habits, any kind of difficulties, increased stress, increased anxiety. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's a lot for us as adults. So I can't imagine like being 8, 9, 10 and dealing with this. So we are here to support. So please, 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 if you notice any of those changes, reach out to your child's teacher or to the school. Miss Jensen is here to support. Miss Hanlon is here to support. Miss Greg Scott, Miss Tuggle, Miss Getty, our school psychologist, and our staff in general. We're very big on supporting our scholars and making sure they're emotionally safe. So if you notice anything, please make sure you let us know so we can reach out and offer support through the district or through the school. The family care plan, the district has given us a charge of reaching out to families to find out your technology needs, make sure you are aware of the meal options during online learning, and I'll share that information in the next slide. And then the locations of where scholars can go pick up their food, a space where it's safe, if you've registered to vote, if you have completed the US Census and all that kind of information. So you should have probably gotten a call from one of our team members already. If you have not, again, 2 reasons: we're still working through the list, or your child may be on another school's list because you have multiple kids in the district. But if you only have one child and your child only goes to Harper and you have not heard from us, send an email to questionswrh@gmail.com. We'll make sure to reach out to you as well, because we want to make sure we get you on that survey, because that is going to be the information you need to go get, they need to have you on that list to go get the food at the different food sites. So meal distribution. So we will be doing this, we as in the district, starting on Tuesday, September 8th from 10:30 to 2 p.m. So scholars will receive a letter in the mail with a barcode that they must bring to the site to pick up meals. And that's why it's important that we get you to fill out the family care survey so you can get that letter. If you do not receive a letter in the mail, we here at Harper are supposed to print it for you. We have not gotten that information yet. I am sharing what we are supposed to do, but Harper has not received that yet. So if you do not receive the letter in the mail, we are supposed to be able to print it for you. And once we have that capability, I will make sure to let family members know as well. The district is asking that families select one option during this 9-week learning period because they're going to make sure that they provide enough food at that specific location. So if you pick Harper, we ask that you only use Harper as your designated food pickup site, because they're going to be giving us enough food for the families registered here. And these options are available for all of our students in pre-K to 12. So option 1 is a 4-day-a-week pickup. So you can go to any and all K to 8 sites on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday to pick up your meals. You'll get a breakfast and a lunch. On Tuesday, you'll get enough for Tuesday and Wednesday. And that's all K to 8 sites. So again, when you are filling out the survey, you can pick Harper if you live close or you just want to come by and see us. You know, we miss you guys. But if there isn't K-8 school closer to your home, you can select that school site as well, and you can pick up the food at that location. We just ask, again, that you stick to whatever location that you do designate in the survey. The second option is a 1-week pickup, grab, and go. And this is available at 17 high school sites. So when you fill out the survey, you can let us know which high school is closest to you. We'll see that's an option, and we'll select that high school for you. You will get the food on Tuesday, again, between 10:30 and 2. You can come and pick it up at any high school, and they will give you enough food for the entire week. And you won't have to come back again until next Tuesday. So that's why it's important that you have that letter with the barcode on it. So that is option 2 if you would rather just do a pickup 1 day a week. Here are some important contacts for the school. Again, my name is Dr. Monell, super proud principal. Don't you just like my Bitmoji? I think he is so cool. Our school number is 216-838-3400. Our secretary is Miss Curry, the amazing Miss Curry. She is fielding a lot of emails and calls right now because there's so many questions. So please be patient with us as we do our best to get back with families within 48 hours. Again, our IB coordinator is Miss Greg Scott. Our school psychologist is Miss Getty. Our SAES Family Support Specialist is Ms. Hanlon. Our Ohio Guidestone Counselor is Ms. Jensen, and our Special Ed Liaison is Mr. Vareshby. So if you have any special ed questions, Mr. Vareshby is a great person to reach out to as well, and he can direct you to your case, your specific child's case manager. But he's our building special ed liaison. So thank you all so much. If you have any questions, you can hang around. Well, no, not hang around. Come back at 3 for my live Q&A session, and I can address any questions that even after going through this presentation, I may not have answered or you still have. I'll be doing that at 3 p.m. today. Also, I want to, before I forget, if you are the parent or guardian of a 3rd grade scholar, please stay on the call. So when I say the call is over and it's done, thank you all, have a great day. I need all 3rd grade families to stay on the call. Ms. Goss and any staff member that supports 3rd grade will be staying on to give you some information pertinent to the 3rd grade reading guarantee. So again, 3rd grade families, please hang out with us for a little bit longer. To everyone else, thank you so much. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so that I can see faces because I miss you guys so much. So let me go back to the main page. So yes, thank you all so much for taking part in our 3 to 5 virtual family meeting. We do hope that we were able to answer many of your questions. Again, if we haven't, you can send that to questionswrh@gmail.com, or you can join me at 3 o'clock today on Zoom, where I will be having a live Q&A session. So if you can do me a favor, if you don't mind, if your child is there with you and you can have them come to the screen if they're not already there, we would love to see their faces and wave goodbye to them because we miss them so much. So if you have your kid with you, please bring them to the screen. We would love to see them. I can't see everybody, but I'll try to shout out whoever I do see. So I do see, hey, Victoria, I see Elijah, I see Celeste and Selena. Oh, it's popping all over the place. Oh, I see some new families. I hate that I can't meet you guys like normal. So I see some new families. Hey, 2 more new families. Hey, Jaslyn. So I can't see everybody, but as your face pops up, if I see you, I'll definitely give you a shout out. Hey, Bentley. There's my homie. Hey, Bentley. So if everybody, oh, look, Jordan. I see you, Jordan, with his mom smiling. Look at that. Look at that grin. We miss you guys so much. You don't understand how amazing it is to see your faces. It makes us smile so much. So thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate it. 3rd grade families, please hang on with us. If you are a 4th and 5th grade family, you are free to go. And if you have any questions, I'll see you at 3. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your Tuesday. Have a great one. Hey, Axel, I see you. Hey, Layla. Hey, Khalil, I see you. Hey, Miranda, I see you. Hey, Jeremiah, I see you. Everybody have a great afternoon. Oh, look at all the faces popping up. Everybody have a great rest of. Oh, look at another new family. Cannot wait to meet you guys in person when we do our hybrid. I am so looking forward to meeting our families and seeing our old kids. We miss you guys. Bye, everyone. So again, third grade families, please hang on with us. Third grade families, please hang on with us. Everybody else, please have a great rest of your day. We have other families popping up. Trying to see if I see anybody else. Okay, do we have third grade families with us? We just need it to be our third grade families, all third grade families. Like I said, just hang on with us. We'll give it one more minute because we still have a couple of fourth and fifth grade families in here. And then we'll get started with our third grade presentation. Wait, I thought I just saw somebody. Is that Juan? Oh, the faces are popping and going all over the place. Okay, so our third grade families, thank you for hanging out with us. Miss Goss, who is our third grade teacher, and Miss Conrad, who is our 3 to 5 intervention specialist, they want to share some information with you guys again about their third grade reading guarantee. So I will stay in here and hang on if there are any questions, but I will turn it over. And also Mr. Vareshby, my apologies. I'll turn it over to Miss Goss, who will now share her screen, and she will let you guys know more information. There's Evan. Sorry, faces are still popping up. Hey, Evan.
Are you sure, Dr. Monell?
Look, I'm so excited I get to see all of their faces. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see all of you. I am Mrs. Goss, for those of you who do not know. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to pull up a presentation I made. Okay. Are you all able to see it? Okay, I too created a nice bit emoji like Dr. Monell. I don't know if I'm as proud of mine as he is, but you know. I just wanted to create a little presentation. I know sometimes there's a lot of confusion around third grade, especially right now with everything going on. And I figured while I had you all on the line, I was going to take advantage of that and try to answer some questions for you. I'll just go through this kind of quickly. I know you've all been sitting here listening for a while. I just kind of explained some of the terms here. I know you're hearing synchronous and asynchronous learning a lot. Synchronous is just the time that students will spend in live instruction versus asynchronous, the time that students will spend learning on their own. So, you know, most of our lessons will be set up where we do some live instruction followed by them going off and working on their own. Here's how our typical schedule will look for our classroom. And I also will be sending all of you this presentation, so don't feel like you have to memorize it. But I did want to verbally go through it with you as well. And that way, if you have any questions at the end, you could ask me. But we'll have every morning, we'll start with a morning meeting. Everything in red here will be our live sessions, so you know when we'll be live together. And then in black, this is when they will be working independently. But morning meeting will be our time just to talk. How was your day? How are things going? Maybe we'll play some quick games. We'll just do some get to know you activities the first week. We'll talk about some of our struggles, some of the things that we're doing well. And then, like you can see here, we'll just do about a half an hour of live instruction followed by a half an hour of working independently on that topic. So we have our writing, our ELA, our math, and our science and social studies. We do have, we do have our encore in the morning. So our students will take a break here to go to their special. They'll have an hour lunch from 11:30 to 12:30 every day. And then at the end of the day, in the beginning, they'll have choice, and I'll show you what those activities might look like. later. Wednesday's schedule, like we talked about, is a little different. We'll continue with our morning meeting where everyone's live. And then the rest of the day is going to be a little different. Students will get groups. They'll be put into a group, and I may or may not be meeting with your students group that particular Wednesday. You'll know ahead of time whether or not I'm going to meet with your students group. So for example, maybe I have Juan's group on tomorrow's Wednesday. So he would know ahead of time, I gotta log in tomorrow with Miss Goss, my group's meeting with her. And maybe he won't have to, but then he'll know, okay, so tomorrow I don't have to meet with Miss Goss, so what am I supposed to do? He'll be working on review work. Maybe he has work from Monday or Tuesday that he needs to finish up. He'll have other things assigned to him for that day. So what he should be doing, logging in for morning meeting. We will be doing Panther Pride time as well. I don't have that in here just because I wasn't sure on the times yet, but more to come on that. And then they'll be working in small groups with me. And Thursday's schedule is a little different. So I know that this is a lot. We have 3 different schedules here, and that's why it's all written out. Thursday is different because we have 2 specials on Thursday. They have Spanish, then they're back to me, and then they go to media. So it's going to be really important to create maybe a daily schedule for your child to follow at home. Maybe print these out and put them on the wall in front of them. I know it's kind of a lot. I have, children of my own, and so I understand the struggle and the anxiety around this time of the year and trying to figure out how to do all this. I literally probably took 25 minutes trying to create a schedule for my son the other day that would be easy for him to understand, and he was still late to his class today. So, we do the best we can, and but I really do think that printing out a schedule, especially identifying which classes they need to be live for, will be helpful. And during that live instruction, I will tell them, make sure, this is what you need to do next. I'm very good at being specific and step-by-step with them. So I'm going to do as much as I can with them so that you don't have to check step-by-step what they're doing, but they definitely will need support from somebody at home. Attendance, there's more to come on this. I was just putting some things down from what I got from Eric Gordon's email. He sent that to everybody, so you can look more into that. I don't want to take up too much time. And then one thing I did want to talk about was the 3rd grade reading guarantee. So there's a lot of questions around this, even from me personally. I did call downtown to try to speak with the head testing coordinators and get more information, because Dr. Monell and myself don't have very much information on exactly what cut scores are or anything like that this year. There's even people questioning how exactly it's going to work. So we don't know all of the answers, but what we do know is the tests are still there for now. And these are the dates. So we have 2 tests in 3rd grade that are really important. We have the OST and we have the NWEA. And the way that 3rd grade has worked is, in order for your child to successfully pass 3rd grade and be promoted into 4th grade, they need to pass either one or both. They could pass both, and hopefully they do, but they need to pass at least either one or the other. OST is offered 2 times throughout the year, once in October, once in April for ELA, and then it's offered, and then they take it for math as well, but they need to pass the ELA portion in order to be promoted. So they'll take it in, like I said, in April, they'll take it in October, and then they'll take it in April. Now, these results, they're not instant. We won't get the results if they take it in October, we probably won't see results till January. And when they take it in April, we probably won't see results till into June. So we don't know how well they did for a while on these tests. And for these tests, writing is very important. So it's very important that your child is able to successfully write a very nice paragraph that includes lots of details and elaboration. And obviously we're all doing this virtually, so, and the test is done by typing anyway. So typing.com is an app that Clever offers, and I'll show you more about that as well when we start the first week of school. But getting your child on typing is going to be very important, and getting your child, writing, very important for success for this test. And then we have NWEA. NWEA reading is offered 3 times a year. They'll take it right off the bat here in September. And then they take it for math as well, but they take it again for reading in January. And then they take it again in May. May is the last time. So they have 3 opportunities to pass NWEA. Now this is a very long test. I believe there's about 50 questions or so on it. So it takes a long time, and kids get very restless. They get very tired, and reasonably so. So working with them throughout the year on building stamina and taking time to read questions and put effort into things will really help them to develop the test taking strategies they'll need for a test like this. So altogether, they have 5 opportunities to pass a test in order to pass the 3rd grade reading guarantee. So I know there's probably, and then again, they'll have, if they do not pass either of these 2 tests, then the state of Ohio says they need to go to summer school. And if they go to summer school, they will have an opportunity to test again in summer school. So that is the information I have on that right now. I'm sure there's probably some questions, and at the end of this, like I said, I'll get some questions from you there. Okay, some technology that we're going to use, and during the first week of school, I'll go over all of this, but we're going to go through Schoology. We'll start with Zoom because everyone's familiar with it, and I'll probably use it to introduce you to Microsoft Teams, which is something that is inside of Schoology, which will make it easy to access. Clever, and then these are some programs that are free and inside, well, not all of them, but a few of them are inside of Clever, so they're also easy to access. We got typing.com, ExactPath, which is a great program that we're going to use. It actually will take your child's NWEA score. It'll look at where was your child low? Did they struggle with prefixes and suffixes? Okay, we're going to create some assignments that'll help build their skills in that area. So it's a great program. We got Epic and GoNoodle, just some resources there. And then we have, this is really important, and there's a lot here, and you can go through this too, but some do's and don'ts of virtual learning. We really do have to treat this like school, because it is school. It's just a different form than we're used to. But I know at the end of last year, nobody really knew what to expect, and we were all parents, children, teachers, administrators, all in a different realm. But now that we know what it is, we have to make sure that we're doing our best for these kids to be successful. And if we have kids walking around during lessons, getting up to go get drinks, having music in the background, or typing things in the chat, they're not on task, they're not engaged in a lesson, they're not going to learn anything. So I strongly encourage you to have headphones. Unless you have your kid in the bedroom or in an area where there really is no distractions, then headphones just kind of help block out, the distraction. I recommend being 5 minutes early, just because sometimes there are errors. Your internet doesn't want to connect. Something's wrong and you got to restart your computer. Just helps to be a little early. I'll let them in, maybe talk to them. We can have a little conversation for a few minutes before we start our lesson. Sit in the quiet spot, limited distractions and noise. Everybody should always come in on mute. We should always just keep ourselves on mute. If everyone comes in talking, there's echoes, nobody can hear anything, it's just distracting. And there will definitely be times where I will take them off mute and we can talk and, you know, collaborate and work together. But it needs to be done in a orderly way. Otherwise, it's just very confusing. But yeah, students should raise their hand, you know, on the screen if they need to use the bathroom, just like they would in the classroom. That way I could be like, yeah, go ahead. And, you know, then I know, oh, they're missing something. Let me kind of talk about something for a second till they get back. Or so I'm not leaving a kid behind even. And then family members, you know, should know too, like, okay, my student's on live, or my child is on live from this time to this time. I need to know not to go in their room and ask them where they put their breakfast plate or something, you know. So family members should be aware of what they're doing as well. And like Dr. Monell said earlier, they should dress appropriately. You feel better, you do better. I had to get on my own daughter about that this morning. She was in front of her computer screen in her sweats, and I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, you know, sorry. And she went and got dressed. But she knows, she feels better when she gets ready. And then when kids' eyes are on me, like Dr. Monell, I can see his eyes on me right now. And I think this is Juan. I can't see Juan, but I see his mom. But I know she probably knows everything going on because I've just watched her following me the whole entire time. So she's probably going to be a lot less confused. I'm sure a lot of you are watching me, but I only can see 3 people on my screen right now, and that's myself, Dr. Monell, and Juan here. But I'm sure that you know, they're going to really, you know what I'm talking about because I can see that they're looking at me. Where, you know, sometimes students, when they're on live, it's so easy to lose focus, and that's why I'm going to try really hard to make these lessons engaging and, you know, all of us together. But yeah, when their eyes are on me, then I know that, hey, they're paying attention and we're going somewhere. School supplies, I said some patience, some flexibility, some deep breaths, some calmness, humor. I think these are really important here. You can see for yourself. Respect, that's a good one. These are definitely some supplies we will both need on our ends. But for real though, and like I said, you don't have to write all this down. I will be putting this on Class Dojo so you can have access to this. I put what you will need right now, and then when we return to Harper, that way you don't have to buy it all at once. If you want to, because school supplies are out right now and maybe there'll be a sale or whatnot, you can get it all. But this is what you can use right now for at home. Because we're not in school and I don't have all the supplies, I put flashcards on here for math. I don't know where they're at. I'm looking for them. Yeah, right here. But just say I did see them at Dollar Tree just this last weekend for $1. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. You will need those. And then when we go back to school, we'll need the rest of this stuff. So like I said, you could do that however you like, but there's a list for you. So just real quick, our first day of school, we'll put this on Class Dojo again, but this will be a link for our very first meeting. So if you're like, what do I do on the first day of school? Everybody, 8:30, this is the link you will need to meet me on our very first day of school, and it will be on there. You should all know all live lessons will be recorded. So when you join into our lessons, you have to click that you acknowledge that they are being recorded. And the reason we are doing this is because some parents are working 9 to 5 and they can't help their child. You know, these kids are, I still call them babies. They're 8 years old, and in my eyes, they're still babies. So they can't do everything on their own. And they might need to wait till their mom gets home or their dad gets home or grandma gets home or someone gets home to help them do something. So they're going to need to see this lesson or see this information. And the best way to do that is to record these lessons so they can play it for their kid when they're able to. So that's why we record these lessons for them. But on that first day, make sure to have these materials here ready. But that brings me to another good point. All those school supplies that I listed for you, those should be readily available so that when I'm teaching lessons, the student can just grab them as if it was their desk. So they shouldn't have to get up and go search around the house for them. They should have their little area like Dr. Monell was talking about, whether it's a table in the corner or whatever it is. And they should have something there where they can just grab their supplies. They shouldn't have to get up to go get them. I won't ask them for things that aren't on that list. And if I do, then I understand I need to give 5 minutes so they can go find their supplies or something like that. So they should have this stuff readily available so I don't have to keep making lists. These are the materials you need. Okay, and then that brings me to Miss Conrad. I'm gonna let her speak for just 1 second.
Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself again. I'm Mrs. Conrad, and I will be working with Mrs. Goss and also the 4th and 5th grade teams, 4th and 5th grade teachers. So you might see me pop in some of your live sessions because I will be joining her class, not every time, but a few times a week. And my email's down there. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me at that number.
Okay. And okay, the last slide before we go to any questions, I just wanted to talk to you about, because a lot of people don't know about a very important levy that's coming up. It's coming up in November. It is, well, I put here, what does it mean for you? Because I put very important. Some of you may have heard, oh, there's a levy that needs to pass. Teachers want the levy to pass. Well, Cleveland, the school district is in need of funding, especially with everything going on right now. It's time for a renewal of the levy. So it's not a new levy, I don't believe it's just a renewal of a levy. And if the levy does not pass, a very large number, from what I heard from one of her name is Sherry. She's the Cleveland Teacher Union, one of the head ladies, or if not the head lady. She said an estimated to start 400 to maybe 700 teachers would be laid off. And I am not saying this because I am worried, because I don't even know that I am in that bracket, but I'm saying that because I'm worried for the kids more than anything. Because if those teachers are laid off, what does that mean for you? That means larger class sizes, risk of losing specials. Just nothing's good when you lose teachers. So it's really important that you take the time to go vote. There's plenty of opportunities to do that. So I just put that here. And if you get a chance, these are just some early days you can do that. All right, and that brings me to the last slide. So Dr. Monell, I'm not sure how to, I don't know if they're able to unmute themselves or if I am, but if anyone has any questions, if they want to raise their hand or how they would ask that.
If you can stop sharing your screen so then I can see everyone. And if you guys want to raise your hand, then I can unmute them.
Did I cover everything really good or okay?
So it just has the name iPads. I'm not sure who it is. I think your hand is raised. Okay.
Hello, it's
Yes.
Bart's mom.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Really just covered the face really well.
Hello. For the flashcards, are those just index cards or those actual like a certain type of flashcard?
Okay, so I was talking about like multiplication flashcards that you could buy in the package, but if you want to make your own, that's perfectly fine as well. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, like I said, I saw them at Dollar Tree for $1, so I thought that was a pretty good price.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions about anything? I know I went kind of fast, but you guys have been sitting here forever and I didn't want to take up too much more of your time.
If not, that just means you did that good of a job, Ms. Goss and Ms. Connors. So thank you both. So I appreciate it. Thank you for this team for taking the time to update our families on third grade information. I know it's already a stressful time, and I know families are like, well, what are we doing with the third grade reading guarantee? So thank you for taking the time out to just answer some of those questions that they would have had you not shared that presentation. So thank you for that. You have a great team working with you, Ms. Goss, Ms. Conrad, and Mr. Vareshby, in making sure that all of our scholars in third grade are going to be getting what they need and what they deserve. So again, thank you for being a part of Team Harper. We appreciate everybody, and we want to wish you all a great day as well, and enjoy the rest of it. And again, if you have any school-related questions, I'll be back at 3. So see you guys later. To all of our returning homies, we miss you. To all of our new families, welcome, because I do see some new faces. So bye, Bentley. Bye, Khalil. Juan, Jasleen.
Mute myself. Bye.
Bye, Khalil.
Bye.
Bye, Bentley. Look at Juan smiling. I see you, Juan. I see you. I see you. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss Yanni. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.